What's up, everybody? We're gonna do a, let me grab my Apple Watch. But meantime, while I do that, you are going to get ready for 20 minutes of abdominal exercises. It's gonna be standing up, it's gonna be getting down, it's gonna be maybe using some 5-pound dumbbells if you have them. We won't be using the foam roller. So I'd like you to prepare yourself mentally, slap your feet together, get some tension on your body, and we'll begin in about 15 seconds. So stay tuned, be right back. All right, we have a charged watch and we have a timer. We are going to set, if you have your watch, please set it to a flexibility setting. That's easy enough. I believe it's one of the defaults as well on your Apple device. And we will go ahead and get started in just 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll raise your arms up over your head, slap your palms together, bring them down through chest level. Pull your belly button into your spine as you hinge from the hips and drop your hands down towards or on the floor. Bend your knees a lot. Pull your belly button into your spine. Drop your chin to your chest. Pull your upper abs in and push your upper back into the ceiling. Pull your lower abs in now to slowly straighten out the legs. Shoot the arms to straight. Release your hands from your legs. Flatten out your spine and take a wingspan. Pull your shoulder blades together behind you. Pull your belly button into your spine. Push your feet down into the floor. Now rise up from the hips, from the chin, open throat. Everything comes up. Sweep your hands up straight overhead. Slap your palms together. Pull your hands down towards your chest. Repeat, we're lowering down from the hips. Pull your belly button into your spine. Pull your belly button into your spine. Flat palms. Release your hands. Press your hands against your feet or shins. Good. Now round the upper back. Pull your chin to your chest. Peel your belly button into your spine. Very good. Now get ready to release your hands. Keep your abs in place. Bend your knees a little bit. Take that wingspan. Pull the shoulder blades together. Belly button into spine. Good. Rise up from the chin, throat, neck, shoulders. Pull your hands up. Slap them together. Pull them down through chest level. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Next breath in, open the ribs. Next breath out, close the ribs. Next breath in, you hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Now breathe it out hard, pulling your tailbone up. Send your hands down. Bend from the hips, hinge from the hips, all the way down, all the way down. Slide them down. Bend your knees. Drop your head. Pull your belly up and in. Pull your spine upwards towards the ceiling. Round the spine. Pull your belly button in again. Bend your knees. We're staying down here. Place your hands on the floor. Walk your hands out. Walk your hands out as soon as you feel your abs turn on. Keep your abs on. Walk your hands past shoulder level. So you see how they're slightly in front of my shoulders. I'm going to walk back a little bit. Good. You are in a push-up position, but your abs are the primary here. Okay, so you're pulling your butt of your palms into the balls of your feet, and we're holding this extended push-up position. You should feel your abs as stretching into a contraction, essentially. Good. Now walk one hand backwards till it's chest level. Walk the other hand backwards till it's chest level. Hold there. Tuck your right knee into your right elbow. Tuck. Send it back. Left knee in. Tuck. Touch your elbow if at all possible. Send it back. Good. Walk your right hand out to that placement in front. Walk your left hand out to that placement in front. It should feel like, yes, you would fall into the floor if you didn't have such a tension building in your center line core and now through your glutes. Send your right hand back, chest level. Send your left hand back, chest level. Right knee comes in, meets right elbow, send it back. Now you've got the rhythm. Left elbow in, good. Right hand out, left hand out. Squeeze your glutes, push into the balls of your feet. Pull your obliques in, those waistline tourniquet abs. Good. Now send your left hand back. Good. Send your right hand back. Good. Left hand, elbow to knee. Use your words. Right knee in to meet the elbow. Good. 3 more times. Hold steady here. Left hand out. Right hand out. Hold. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze into the butt of your palms and the balls of your feet. Left hand back. Right hand back. Tap, knee to elbow, tap, knee to elbow, left hand out, right hand out. Good, push into those balls of the feet again. Squeeze your glutes again. They will leave you at any moment they can. Left knee into elbow, right knee into elbow. Last time, left hand out, right hand out. Stretch, but also contract. You're extended and squeezed and stretched all at the same time. Left hand in, right hand in. We stay here, we do 10. Knee in, knee in, knee to elbow. That's 4. It's 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your knees, tabletop, sweep your right hand straight up. Big stretch, chest open. Try to push your right hip down towards the floor, even though your right hand is up. Good, switch sides. Big stretch, big reach. I'm gonna try to turn on this light here. Big stretch, big reach. Keep holding that or take a break in child's pose. See if that adds some flavor to this situation. Oh yeah, much better. That's good. Let's switch off to the right. Sweep up. Pull that right hip down. Switch to the left. Sweep up. Pull that left hip down towards the floor, squaring out the hips. Very nice. Let's stay on the knees. You're gonna walk your knees back. Your butt's gonna be down on the decline, okay? So my shirt's in the way, but my abs are on and zipped up. Okay, my hip flexors come down towards the floor. Kiss your feet together. Point your toes up towards your butt and keep that there. What we don't want to see is butt up or feet down. You want yourself in that decline position. Okay, hip flexors forwards and flatter in front. Peel your toes up towards your bum. Squeeze your glutes. You're in a push-up position. Let's take the push-up, sliding the elbows along the ribs and push back up. Always kiss your feet up towards your bum and squeeze your bum again after every push-up. Push up. 1. That's 3 of 12. We already did a couple to start. Good. Your feet will try to migrate down towards the floor. Make sure they're pulling up towards your bum the entire time. Good. If you feel like you're going to get a hamstring cramp, that means that you've done a great job. Squeeze your knees in towards each other. Pull your belly button in again. I'm going to say that a lot. Good. You want to lead with the hips leaving the floor at the same time the chest leaves the floor. Try to slide your elbows along those ribs. 1 more time. Actually, 2 more times. Last time. Everything down. Everything up. Good. Widen out your knees. Send your butt through your heels. Easy pressure through the arms. Think lengthening through the spine. Everybody pushes too hard on the hands on this one. We want to lengthen the spine. Rest your nose against the floor. Rest your face against the floor. Take a big breath in. Belly goes into the floor. And out. Pull your butt bones towards each other. Great job. Let's slide up and through that. We're going to roll right onto our left-hand side for a side plank. This is driving me banana pants. I want you all to see me if I'm taking this time. Whoever might watch this. In the future. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're on our left elbow. Yes? Where our left foot is back behind and the right foot is in front. You can stay here, that's fine.
In fact, we are going to come to some version of this eventually. So I've got a hand down and a foot down for support. What happens if I don't brace through my sideline when I take my side plank? I fall down, right? Just like a bad triangle setup, or like the tables that you don't lock the leg at the end. So we want to lock our table legs, get yourself ready for a side plank, hoist yourself up using that right leg, use that right arm. Then you can go into a progressive movement where you stack your feet, you rise up that top hand, you make sure that your top hip is not dropping too far backwards or forwards. You want your side plank to be really a plank. You're like very invisible from this direction and the back direction. Okay, you've got your butt poking out, you don't got your hip moving back, you're sidelined. Now keep holding that plank. You can go into your yummy little dips. Always feel free to stagger your feet or use a hand for support. Okay, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send your body down to the floor. Use your right hand. Walk your left shoulder out so it gets a little bit of release. And you're going to take that top leg and we're going to do some scissors. Real simple. Okay, real simple. The key to doing like a 20-minute core and ab workout is you're integrating ranges of motion, big ranges of motion with, because why would you do like 10,000 crunches? Like really, what is that doing for you? You want to integrate as many joints as possible. You want to get those big ranges of motion. That's where the calories go to hide. Okay, we want to get big, but then also do tight and tiny. So we're going to do one other movement here in this position. Now notice something can get underneath me here. I'm not slopped down onto the floor, okay? You don't want your shoulder to be an earring. You want to push the shoulder away from the ear, push your waist away from the floor, straighten out that top leg, and now you'll feel those obliques. Now you'll feel that hip moving for you, okay? Send it right back behind you if you really want to feel that hip working. Great job. Take that top leg, fold it somewhere in front of you. It may not get very far, so you're going to use that same hand to grab onto it. Yes, your shoulder might be getting tired. Fine, let's accept that. That is totally fine. Let's lay down on the arm instead, okay? We're laying on our arm. We've got a hold of our foot, or it's captured with something. Maybe you have a towel or something like that, or you just let it go free. But if you can grab it, please do grab it. Then here's the fun. We're going to lift that bottom leg. It may just be the idea of lifting the bottom leg. You can lift that bottom leg and keep the top leg in the same spot. You're going to get these little inner thigh muscles that help you have healthy and safe knees throughout the course of your life. They help you track your kneecap when you're walking and running. Okay, so I want you to think about those little muscles on the inner thigh and pinching up all the way to the upper inner thighs. Very good. Let's go 4 more. 3. Don't let gravity decide for you. You easy down. Good job. And now we're going to get the heart rate up in 2 ways. Flip over onto your back. Put your hands underneath your butt. Okay? Leave your head down. Leave your hands underneath your butt. They'll cradle that pelvic bone that's probably poking up into your back, causing like some lower back discomfort if you've been sitting all day. So we want to just kind of put our hands underneath that part of your posterior pelvic bone or the back of your butt bone. Lift your legs up as straight as you can get them. Okay, if they're not straight, straighten one out, straight the other one out. Straight the one out, straight the other one out. Hold them up straight if you're holding them up straight. Now we're going to drop both legs down 12 inches, pick them back up. Down 12 inches, pick them back up. Throughout this 12-inch drop, you want to drop to the point where you feel that you have to catch with the lowest abs that you have. Okay, so it's the abs right below the belly button. When you feel those automatically sort of catch you by turning on, that's when you bring your legs back up. Great. Your hands under your butt help. Notice maybe my 12 inches became 14 inches. Slide your shoulders underneath your spine again and keep going. Good. If your legs have fallen to the floor, pick them back up and bend them at the knee and do these. These are equally valuable. They're just different muscles, that's all. If we want to really isolate the quads and the lower abs, we keep them straight. If they're bent, we just work things a little bit differently. The only bad part or the only bad thing to do is doing nothing. Great job. Let's go 5 more, little rocks, wherever you are, bend her straight. And one more time, great job. We're gonna cradle this all the way through, right into a push-up position where we get our heart rate up again. We're in a push-up position. If your shoulders are like, I'm serious, I cannot take this anymore, come down onto your elbows. Let's go down onto our elbows together. If you wanna do it on your hands because that works your magic, do it on your hands. The fact of the matter is you're doing it, and we're holding this plank. We're holding this plank and we're gonna put pressure in all 10 toes. I want you to find all 10 toes. Push your pressure into all 10 toes and then zipper up your waistline. That's corset, that tourniquet. So every time we breathe in, we open it and then we shut it. Open it and shut it. Sounds so rude, right? Open it and shut it. Good job. One more little thing in this plank. Let's tap those kneecaps down to the floor. We'll do a little jig. It's tap one knee, tap the other knee, tap one knee, tap the other knee. Think of zipping up a zipper. Literally, your coat is zipping up. When you lock your knee, you're zippering up those lower abs, those middle abs, and those upper abs. Tap the knee, then lock it to zipper. Tap the knee, but lock it to zipper. Good. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Believe it or not, people, we are 15 minutes into this little magic session already, and we're going to drop that. Good job. Now we come back through tabletop. We extend the right leg. Okay, we extend the left arm. We lift both up. This should be very easy for you right now because you've done so much work on flattening and centering out your core. Okay, we want to work in a little bit of the glute here. So let's shake our hand nice to meet you for the person that's imaginarily in front of us. And we'll lift the foot at the same time. Your focus point is going to be on tapping the glute back into existence. Good. Stretching through the fingers. Good. Now stretch through the toes. Good. Now soften your elbow on the right arm. Good. 5. Push up out of both hips. I have sunken down. I'm pushing back up. Good. 2 and 1. Good. Flip over onto your back. Yes, we are doing the right side plank. Don't worry about it. Okay. We're doing bicycle crunches first. 1, 2. Quick little movements. It's called a bicycle, which is a silly name, but these are good for when you're gonna ride a bike because they help you with your revolution. We are pulling up and in through the hamstrings and the quads and the hip flexors all the way in. Now, one of the things that elevates a bicycle, if you need to brake, then just come back into it, is how much am I lifting my upper body towards my legs versus my leg coming in towards my upper body. The ideal money spot is somewhere between your bottom rib and your hip bone. If you can get that magic spot of touch, you are getting like the ultimate out of this exercise. Okay, you do bicycles all day, but maybe you've just been kind of doing bicycles all day, if you know what I mean. For 6, 5, we're going into other side plank is next. We're approaching the bottom of our mountain here, and we relax that. Let's start. Here's a rule of thumb, finger or toe for you. If you've just done a very tight, tiny movement in some position, take a very big movement in the other direction, okay? This is the example for now, but let's say you like just did a push-up position. That's why a press-up is so yummy afterwards. So I just did like 1,000 of these. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, right? So come into a big giant press-up from there. Or if you can't do a press-up, no big deal. We'll just come into sort of like a modified press-up or a cat-cow, something where you get to stretch all that out. All right, very good. So we're gonna come into that tabletop and then we'll do the right side plank and then we'll call it a day for today. So we are in our tabletop, we are extending our right hand out and our left leg out. Shake your imaginary neighbor and lift, 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 lift. I think I'm gonna breach my 20-minute mark. Once I get going, man, you know how it is, because you're going with me. Good, we do this together. I would not be doing this if not for you. The imaginary view. For 10, 9, 8, big toe squeeze. Good. Rise up out of the hip. 2 and 1. All right, we are on our right elbow. We are hoisting ourselves up. No instructions needed because we already know what we're headed for. We're up in our side plank. We're going to look down. Our heel is in a direct line down from our hand. Our hip bone is not forwards or jutting backwards. It's straight line. We're going to raise up. The modification is take a hand down or stagger your feet or both. Okay. The best triangle comes from right through here and here. So when we add dips, it's actually just to reinforce those muscles that are really supposed to be working for you in this side plank. Let's go a couple more. Squeeze your butt bone. And please see the video, jump and squeeze your butthole, if you want some more on how we engage that pelvic floor through that coccyx. Good. 2 and 1. Lower it down, easy down. All right, let's come into those side immediately. If there is, I don't know why, like heaven just opened up and sent more light down here. If, I've lost my mind. If there is an exercise to immediately follow the one that you just did that doesn't involve the muscle that you just used, do it, right? There, I mean, your eyeballs looking around the room does not count as an exercise. You have devoted your time to exercise. So devote it. If you have 7 minutes, then you set your timer for 7 minutes and everything has some movement associated with it. All right, it takes time to get there, but just keep that in mind. Like I just worked my shoulders. All right, I'm just gonna raise my heels up and down. Like it can be that easy. Great, our shoulders are tired. Let's lay down together for our last exercise. We're at just over 20 minutes here, which is perfect. And we're going to hook that foot in front. This is a wonderful stretch for undoing the day of sitting. Okay, we get right in the outside of the hip. So the more you can kind of grab onto your foot and then push out on your knee. So they'll maybe start like this. We want to get that sucker up. Then we start to lift the bottom leg. And on the bottom leg, you may not feel anything at all at first. The mindset of my inner thigh that connects at my knee and then up into my crotch, that is the adductor set. And we're trying to bring that into the mix here. If you're like, but it hurts my hip bone, put a pillow underneath your hip bone, okay? But it hurts my upper body. You can lay on your back and do this instead. No big deal. There's always a way where there is a will, and those adages exist for a reason. So I'm still working the inner thigh here. Yep, I'm still coming up here. Good. I'm feeling really like preachy and pedantic today, apparently. But if you want to just finish off here with inner thigh, lift. Good. Up. Try not to curl your toes like I just did, cheating. Good. 6, 5, 4, peel up, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, round of applause for you. It can be a lot. I would recommend just repeating this and narrowing down the time that it takes to do it, or during the instructional periods, you can add on repetitions, or you can do another supplemental exercise. Like let's say you don't want to do a couple of them and you really want to be standing, but you want to do like half of it, then I'll just step back here. I can be the headless Monica for a second. Just stand up and just start marching knees to chest. Or if you want your heart rate really high, you can do this. This is a wonderful intro to a plyometric that's sort of a safe squat jump. Even doing like this one is harder than if you're doing squat jacks. So I highly recommend squat jacks as like a nice little intro to your plyometrics. Always revert to this, just marching. It's pennies in the jar, people. One of my little adages of my own, pennies in the jar. The worst thing you can do is not invest every day, right? Put a penny in the jar every day. Do something for yourself that moves your joints in another way besides this way. Okay, anything but this or this is good. So open up, and tighten up. Awesome. Great job.